So you want it 8 inches there, yeah?
I thought I was 8 inches.
I'm sorry, Aaron, that's not 8 inches, pal.
The nuts should be tight against the shaft.
It is 4 degrees Celsius. Do we need lubrication?
What's up guys, welcome back to Mark 1 Motorburst YouTube channel, and today is Aaron Liston with Dan Locke.
How's it going guys? Welcome back to another episode here. This will be part 2 of the little series that we're doing here with the Caddy Covers UK. So in part 1 you would have seen us unbox the cover.
Yes, the V2 cover.
Yeah, and now we are doing the installation.
In negative 30 degrees.
It is so cold, so cold.
And windy.
Yeah.
But we're going to see how we get on anyway, because if we didn't, what type of people would we be? Okay guys, so according to the instructions, the Caddy Cover V2 can be fitted pretty simply with pretty simple tools. A Phillips screwdriver, a 10mm and a ratchet. So we're going to give that a go. Dan's got a big toolbox here.
So, 1 Phillips screwdriver.
Yes.
And a 10mm socket, this one, yeah?
If it says 10 on it. And that says 11.
Oh, right.
Nah, I'm joking.
Oh. Alright.
Yeah,
so
take the extension. Yeah, perfect. We've got all the tools needed.
And Aaron, do you have the instructions?
I do have the instructions.
Where are they?
In my pocket.
Oh, right, okay.
Let me read this.
Let's read the instructions. Also, we're going to take note of the time.
Okay, I think I know what this means.
The time now is 5:30. We're about to begin the installation, and let's see what time it is when we've actually fitted it.
So, I think we undo these and we slide the rails in. I'm going to undo it anyway.
Place the cover on the top of the truck front rail, loosen the screws on the left, slide the driver's side rail into this bulkhead, then tighten the front bulkhead assembly. Follow the same procedure to install the passenger's side.
No, there's the back end there.
Oh yeah, look, that is so confusing right there.
Yeah, that is confusing.
Because the tailgate is there and I thought that was the back of it.
So, all I've done here is I've just slid this in. I've took the screw out, slid this in. The screw's already halfway out, so you know which one to take out. We then screw the screw back in to hold this to this. And then we go on to the next step. We obviously do it for both sides by the looks of the instructions. Well actually guys, as hard as it looked on the instructions, it's not actually too bad. Like, it does make sense. Kind of probably need 2 people, I'm going to be honest with you. It's probably like a 2-person job, because you need 1 person at one side and 1 person at the other side, so you can keep everything straight and it all comes in nice.
Yeah.
But it is fairly simple. From what I can see, it is a fairly simple installation. Again, according to the seal here, it doesn't look fully waterproof, I wouldn't say. Even if I was to push the seal up against the truck, like, it's not really ever going to reach. So it probably isn't fully waterproof, but probably shower proof, I would say.
So is that side done now?
As far as I've read the instructions so far, but I think if we just try and follow it through, so we follow it by instructions, at least then we can say we've done it the way they've asked us to do.
Do you want me to do the other side?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like.
Let's do a little swapsy.
Screwdriver. This massive thing. Yeah. Screw first.
This one here, the one that's half.
The one that's half out is the screw that you should be undoing, guys. So try and make it easier for you to see. It's not easy because it's obviously all rolled up. Dan's unscrewed the screw.
Right.
Hang on to the screw.
Yeah.
Do not lose it.
Okay. Now?
Right, Dan. Yeah. So take that, and it should, if you look at the shape in here, it should slide in to the shape of that plastic bit. If you know what I'm trying to say to you.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. So I just pushed it in quite tight, guys, and Dan's doing the same. You can actually push it from the back, like the actual bit of metal. It's just like with the cover, with the cover, like this bit. So you can push this bit from the back if you get your hand on it.
Yeah, I got it.
And then push it against like with that, so it's like 2 bits. But it should be, once you've got it in, you should be able to just screw the screw in. And once the screw's screwed in, it kind of holds it all shut. So that's what you're kind of aiming to do.
Yeah.
Right, so Dan's getting the screw, which is pretty simple to be fair, pretty simple in that term. Like in that sense, 1 screw on each side is pretty simple installation.
My hands are so cold.
Oh mate, join the club Dan. So
that's on that.
They're now here, right? So they're on, they're about the length of the truck, roughly. Obviously we'll suss out where to go from there in the next bit of instructions.
Positioning side rails. Place the side rail on the top of the truck. Side rail vertically leveled. Start at the tailgate, evenly spaced 3 clamps along
Each side, I think.
Yeah. Leave approximately 6 to 8 inches space on each end. So
yeah, 8 inches out and 8 inches out.
Yeah. We got 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah.
This area A can be adjusted. The distance of A shouldn't be more than 15 millimeters.
Right guys, we're just winging this to be honest. But it's giving you an idea of, it's not like plain sailing. It's plain sailing, but it's not plain sailing, if you know what I mean. Like I think once you get the hang of it, like you figure out how it works, then you can sort of be like, alright, now I know how this thing goes on. But I think before that sort of stage, you're kind of like, huh, what the hell's going on here? So, I would like if that went inside there.
Yeah.
I just don't feel that it does. Because the way like it goes in the inside, like it doesn't feel to me like it does. Nah, we had it right. So it wants you to put them on, all of them, and then tighten.
So you just put them on loose and then tighten them all?
I think so, yeah. But it's not like that easy to install, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, because like when you try and loosen off, like you have to kind of take the whole thing off so that you can like move this, slot this in, right, and then slot this bit into here. Sorry for the cold hands guys, and then pop the nut on the bottom. But what I have noticed with the nut is that because it's got like Loctite inside it, that as soon as it goes into here it struggles because you need like a spanner to fight it so that it won't bring you out. I'm going to try and force it.
Remember, this isn't 8 inches anymore.
Oh yeah.
So you want it 8 inches there, yeah?
I thought I was 8 inches.
I'm sorry Aaron, that's not 8 inches, pal.
Yeah, so we're just going to go with this right now, and we're just going to tighten this on, but not like super tight. We're just going to kind of like sort of put it on like semi, so that we know it's on. And I'm just trying to hold the bolt. Right, it's loose-ish. Let's just get the rest of them on, and then we'll see how it goes. The way the clamp goes on, if you clamp it in like that, and you push this bit into here, this is slightly too long, so that you can't get that past there without unbolting it fully.
I see.
So you can't loosen the clamp far enough to just have it as one piece. You have to actually take it to bits to get it to slot over to then close it back up. God damn, my hands are cold. We're just going to put 3 on each side, one's in the middle, and the other 2 are about 6 to 8 inches from the ends. So basically each end 6 to 8 inches from there. So I'm just going to take it from about here, and I'm going to try and wrestle this underneath here. Interesting. Your truck's slightly different, Dan.
What do you mean?
Like I can feel it under here. Oh, there we go. Just moved it. That'll be fine. Right, 6 to 8 inches. I mean, that's probably not far away from 6 to 8 inches. Oh yeah. Tell if I had the nut on the bottom, wouldn't it, guys? That's how cold it is, guys. It's like Siberia out here, man. But we're doing it anyway. You're going to get a good laugh at least. So that's always a bonus. I'm wearing my cagoule. Is that what you call them nowadays?
Cagoule? Do we need lubrication for this?
I normally don't.
No. Do you?
I normally don't use it.
So I wonder when it comes to me doing this side, I wonder if my nuts are going to be loose or tight first. Are they tight when you first do it, or
normally
do you loosen the nuts first?
I'm going to loosen these nuts right now because I feel that this shaft is on the wrong place.
The shaft? Where should the shaft be? Should the shaft be anywhere near the nuts?
The nuts should be tight against the shaft when it's this cold. Okay, I'm going to be honest, I'm actually pretty happy with that. Like, I'm genuinely pretty happy with that. I could fancy it being a wee bit further over, but honestly, pretty impressed.
So it's important to have 8 inches from the back, 8 inches from the front, yeah?
This gap's not supposed to be bigger than 15 mil.
So there's got to be a gap.
That's what they're saying.
There's got to be a slight gap between...
Well, they said no. They said it doesn't matter if there's a gap. It's more that it can't be more than 15 mil.
Oh, right.
Like, the gap couldn't be bigger than 15 mil. Like, you're not supposed to have it any bigger than that.
Okay.
They should have a ruler in the instructions with this.
Or like maybe something to wedge, but you know.
Aye, like that would actually be ideal, Dan. Good thought.
Like a piece of plastic you can wedge behind.
Wedge in.
Just to check.
Yeah, that's honestly a great idea. Right, I feel like my side's sorted. I'm happy with it.
Good job. Alright, mate.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Let's do this side
right,
now.
You're up.
So you take the nut off the end.
So I took the nut off the end. So yeah, I did that, and then you obviously put it on. I would probably just start from the top end and just try and line them up with mine, I guess, because if they're even, then they're even.
So that goes
into there. Yep. And then sort of pull it straight, and then put the clamp underneath it.
And then get that nut. Put the nut on the bottom there.
Yeah, so screw the nut on, and then actually if you push the nut up into this is what I found out recently,
like
so if you push the nut up into it, yeah, that holds the nut shut, like holds the nut from spinning. Is it in line with mine? Roughly.
Yeah, alright.
So if you get it mostly tightened up, obviously then we can sort of figure it out after.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like exact distances and stuff.
Well, what's that bag there? There's an extra bag of stuff.
That's going to be the... Honestly, I'm not sure. So, Dan's doing basically the same thing again. You just repeat the process literally 6 times.
So I'm tightening this bolt and holding my nuts at the same time, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Holding your nut.
Yeah. But this just... Okay, so we're just going to have them loose. My nuts are going to be loose at the end.
He never even knew he could zip his jacket up until today.
I know. my zip on my jacket is broken, and then Aaron pointed out that there's 2 zips. Jeez. Okay. So basically, what are you doing now?
I'm loosening them all so that I can figure out how to make it fit straight.
Right, so they've got to be loose, and then what position have these rails got to be in though?
I don't know yet.
Do they have to be like...
This is my issue. So because, again, there's no YouTube videos, there's no anything on these, you're just literally going off a set of instructions. It's like fucking 2 pages. You've just got to wing it.
What's going on with these? Do they need to be looking like that, so they're like straight?
Yeah, that's what the instructions say, or as straight as you can get. I'm going to tighten the top ones up first because I feel they're the ones that kind of lay the land for the rest of them.
Right. They lay the land.
They do. They lay the land for the rest. At least if it's tight, then the other ones should all just fall into place. Guys, I'm going to be honest, it's pretty cold.
It is so cold. It is 4 degrees Celsius.
But it's very windy, so it feels a bit colder.
It is very windy. It's
still got that storm going on at the moment.
21 miles per hour winds, and it's 4 degrees. I also wonder how many other people have got these exact covers from Caddy Covers UK, because they have a Caesar Series 2 and a Series 1.
I've wondered the same thing, like who's actually got these.
See, this rail looks like it's coming like out this way a little bit.
It will, to be honest,
and then
it's not straight.
And this one as well.
Yeah, they're not straight.
So what's now? We just have to pull it across. All right. Okay, we're now going to pull the cover back and see what it looks like. Ready?
Yeah. Oh,
what is that?
Pillow, whatever the hell it's called. Because look, it needs to latch on the bend of that. So we've not pulled it tight enough. It comes the whole way back.
Okay, so as you can tell, it's
got dark very quickly, and it's also got really windy and very cold. It's probably a 30-minute to an hour installation. We're going to have a look at it when the weather's improved. Hopefully tomorrow.
We'll carry on tomorrow. So it is the next day, and we've got lovely, beautiful weather. There's no wind, and of course we would have filmed this whole installation when it's sunny and bright and stuff, but we've got a very strict sort of like schedule. We've got
it's been a nightmare because the weather has been literally a blizzard for like 2 days.
Just life has happened.
Yes, it's the UK.
The weather
happens,
man. You know. So, but we've had to film this in 2 stages. But basically, what happened yesterday was that these rails here were like right over, right?
Yeah.
So, what we've got to do is just loosen the clamps, and just make sure these rails are sat nice and straight. So, let's do that now, and let's see if it's any better.
Okay guys, so basically we're straightening up these rails because, to be honest, we realise that this is the most important part. When you do build it up, if you keep these straight, then at least then when you pull it back, which I thought wouldn't make a difference because it honestly doesn't sit that straight, but once you make it nice and straight, it looks a lot better.
Yeah, so basically
so now, hopefully, when we pull this over, it'll be nice and straight and it'll go. You want this up against here, as tight as you can, like up against the end on both sides. Yeah, that's another thing I never noticed last night. It doesn't really mention in the instructions, but you want it like pushed up as tight as you can against there, because if you don't have it pushed up tight, then it's like it becomes uneven. So then like the handle at the back won't work.
So what are you doing? You're basically loosening?
I'm loosening them. I'm going to try and straighten it up so that when I, like hopefully, like now, if I straighten it up a little bit more, then now, let me just look at this. See now, I think because it's straighter, and I know that it does say the gap shouldn't be bigger than 15 millimeters, but it's impossible to do that literally. So we're going with this style and just see what happens. As everything you buy for these trucks, it's literally a see what happens sort of moment. It's not as cold as last night, which is a bonus. So anyone buying one of these trucks, just be prepared.
I think if anybody's bought one of these trucks, I think they know what to expect.
Yeah, if anyone already owns one, you already know.
You already know
the type of that comes with these things, man. But what I will say is, they're minty. Like, they're great trucks. Like, cool, like whatever. Right, I think, Dan,
are we going to give this another try?
Let's give it another. Right, so we are now straightening these out. We think that they're now straight, so we've tightened it all down. That's what the instructions have asked us to do. I wouldn't say they're the most transparent, personally, but we're going to try and pull this back and see if it looks alright. That's what we're going to try and do. Yeah, so
how are we doing this? We just got to press.
I think you just have to pull it fairly tight. I'm not an expert, so we're just kind of winging it.
Like that? Am I doing it right?
Yeah, I think so. Does yours kind of like meet the Velcro?
Sort of. Well, we can look at that closer.
Yeah, we'll look at that in a minute. Mine's actually meeting the Velcro okay. if it needs to go in or out, I guess this is where you figure that out. So I think the back bit is the one that I don't understand how it works yet. Not figured it out. I just don't know how to actually make it click in.
Does it go into this? This bit goes to there?
Yeah.
So that will just go like that.
Like that. And that's it, but yours springs back up, that's the only thing. But what I do know is you can adjust the tension on it, I think. Ah look, there's wee locks.
Oh wait, so you've got a...
Right. So
oh yeah, look. This bit, when you pull this, it goes in and out.
yours is very tight fitting. Like look how tight fitting it is.
Yeah, that is tight.
So guys, basically what I've noticed is it's quite tight fitting on Dan's, right? So we'll actually show you this just so you can see what we've not adjusted anything on this side yet. In the instructions you can adjust these back and forward. They say that it's just a standard tightness. So the way it sort of clips in is it comes in like this, right? So on both sides, I think. And it sort of locks itself in like this, right? And then it should click down, right? Dan's is quite tight. Doesn't seem to be locking itself in. Basically guys, we can adjust these, as far as I can see in the instructions, with a Phillips screwdriver and bring this back just a touch so that hopefully it locks into place. Okay,
Alright,
that's what we think.
Let's do that.
You basically unscrew these to a degree and then this should be able to move. Ah look, so it's marked so you can see where you're at, right? So this is where it was sat at before. So what I think we should do is just take it back maybe the width of this screwdriver, since they want you to do it with no measurement tools whatsoever.
Right.
So at least then we know that it will be equal on both sides and we can see where we go from there. So we'll tighten these back up and we'll just give it a test. That's all we're doing here guys, to be honest. We're not experts with the cover, we're just kind of seeing how easy it is to fit, to be honest, with the tools that they tell us. It does look cool, it's a nice machine, or a nice bit of kit, but it's just, there's little bits that are fiddly, I think, and you kind of need to get your head around it before like you can get it sort of fitted well, I think. And we'll screw that into here. So this should be roughly even. Right, let's try it.
Okay.
Ready? Basically. I mean, it feels better, to be honest. Is yours?
I think the Velcro is actually lining up.
Yeah, like really well.
Much better.
Right guys, so basically the key here is bring it in nice and tight. Bring these rails in like nice and tight. We might need to readjust this bit at the back. Mine clicks in. Yours?
I don't know.
Yeah man, yours is clicked.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't feel or hear anything.
It doesn't like make a noise, but look, that's how you know.
So that's now in?
Yeah.
That
looks pretty
stretched.
It looks pretty fucking cool, man. This actually feels pretty cool, and you should be able to go like this. Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ. You should be able to go like this. Bang.
You should be able to go like this. Pull the entire fucking tailgate off. So you should be able to do that.
Oh, so taking it off, you should take the tailgate down first, and
I don't think so. Sam just unhooked this. No problem.
You can then.
Yeah, Sam just unhooked this like without even trying.
That's all right. For the video's sake, like
let's try it with the tailgate off.
Yeah.
So click it shut. Click it shut first. You should just be able to go like this, right? And put your finger under, and then
what? Just lift it.
Sort of, yeah.
That feels wrong.
It does, because you can't really reach the cable. Do you know what I mean? Like that's it, click shut, you open. Pull your finger under and pull the rope. You still got the instructions?
Yeah.
Read them.
Step number 4, press down to latch the cover first, then close the tailgate. Open the tailgate.
That's annoying though, because do you know why?
What?
Because imagine you have lots of stuff in it, right? Just for you guys at home as well. Imagine you're going camping, and you've got a shit ton of stuff in the back of this truck, right? So like I'm talking this level of stuff.
And you open the tailgate first.
You open the tailgate, mate, everything's fucking coming out, mate. Like everything's coming out before, like the reason you want this cover is so you can go, oh, there's my shit.
Yeah.
Like, it'll just grab it because it's not going to fall out.
I would much prefer to have something that you can just...
Even just this rope, but extended, right, to the middle, just like here, so I could just pop my fingers under and go and just open it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like that's what I would want, because then I can open it without the worry of, because not everyone's just using it for fucking covering up their shopping. Like people are using it for different shit. So I genuinely do think that, like, surely you would want to have a latch at the back, like nearly like a boot handle of some sort, so that you can open it without opening the tailgate. Would you not? Like, what if you welded the tailgate shut and you don't have a tailgate?
Yeah.
Can you just not have one then?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really make sense to me in that sense. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just being too picky. Am I?
Well, I think you raised some good points. Is that closed now?
Yeah. And that is tension, nice.
So there you go, guys. That's the installation of the Caddy Covers UK Series 2.
Yes.
I need to look into the Series 1. I don't know if they'll still be for sale.
They do still sell them, I think.
You said there's a difference between like the poppers and
so they have poppers on the Series 1 instead of, like, it's like button poppers the whole way around the whole cover. So it's not as rigid.
Yeah.
It's more like a soft, like, sort of like, you know, like a car cover for the back. I think this is a lot more like rigid and nice.
Yeah. I know, I mean, it took us a while, but only because the weather was against us, the lightness, you know, we had
trial and error.
Yeah, there's a lot of trial and error. The instructions are okay, but I think they could be done with some improvement. We'll talk about that in the next video.
Yeah.
But it's looking alright.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I've never had a cover on the Caddy.
Neither have I.
Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah,
neither have I, man.
That's, you know, you don't need that much tools. That's a good thing. And yeah. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Leave a comment below if you've done this yourself, or if you notice anything.
If you found it as hard as us.
Yes. If you notice us doing something that we shouldn't have done, or if you have any advice for any other people that are thinking of installing this, give your tips and comments below in the section below. So that'd be quite good.
Definitely.
And the next video in this Caddy Covers series is going to be our review, what we think of it, and so look forward to that in the next one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Alright guys, hit the subscribe button.
That's it. See you in the next one.